Hey folks, Dr. Mack Jackson Jr. here, and I'm excited to let you know about an upcoming seminar we have set up called Hacking the Human, Protecting Our Communities Against Scammers and Fraudsters. In this particular seminar, folks, you will be able to talk to law enforcement, a panel of experts, including myself, law enforcement agencies. We will have child psychologists, parents, small businesses, and others that have concerns on what we can do to protect all of our communities from these types of cyber thieves. Definitely join us for our upcoming event. You can find out more of where this event is by going to my website at vandersoncybergroup.com or at mackjacksonjr.com. Hey folks, this is Dr. Mack Jackson Jr. If you want to know more about me, definitely check out my first podcast here, my introduction, and you'll find out about my company, Vanderson Cyber Group, and what we do as far as protect you from cyber crimes. In this week's episode, we're going to discuss cryptocurrency, toll scams, sextortion affecting our children, social engineering that affects small businesses, and also we'll get into romance scams as well that are affecting the elderly. We will go through techniques as far as protecting yourselves from those. So let's go through a few of them now. Let's take a look at types of cryptocurrency scams. Cryptocurrency scams are scams that hackers would use to try to convince people to make some investments in some online scheme, right? It's not like a regular investment where you have a data asset or a piece of paper that you own a particular financial product. What they're wanting you to do is to invest your money in some underground Bitcoin operation that may or may not exist and may be fraudulent. The best advice we have for all of our clients is to vet every piece of information you get from any source. If someone's wanting you to invest in a underground cryptocurrency or underground scheme like this, definitely check it out first before you go through it. So folks, there's a really rise in a type of scam that's affecting everyone here with SMS messages on your smart device, right? And this scam is sent to you by some sort of company that's out there, fictitious company, and it comes across that you owe tolls, and they give you a link to click on to pay your tolls. Now, again, we live here in Nevada. We do not have tolls here in Nevada, right? But other states may have tolls, so people become victims of this types of scam. If you were to click on this particular scam and pay it, you're doing two things that the hackers are doing to extort you. One is by clicking on the scam, you are then inviting them to put malware or viruses on your smart device. And two, by entering your contact information, your credit card information to pay for this toll, you're giving them your credit card information as well. So your best defense against this is to vet this particular scam. Check them out, research them, find out do they exist or if you even owe it or not. And if you are sure that you don't owe it, the best thing to do, as my mother would say, click delete and just delete it. Folks, a very concerning and rising threat to families that I have been introduced to as an ethical hacker is the increase of sextortion scams. These scams affect predominantly young men in families where they're thinking they're talking to someone online, and it turns out that it's a scammer or perhaps a pedophile on the other end trying to extort information from the young child. And parents are very concerned about this, and so are we in law enforcement as well. The best advice we give to all of our clients is to make sure you notify law enforcement. But folks, as we've always done with our families, the best thing we do is to talk to our children and have these conversations about them. Let them know that there are bad guys out there, and if they see something, say something, and let their parents and family know. Social engineering, what is that? What social engineering is, folks, it is the art of manipulating the human victim to giving over your password information or your security information to a criminal on the other end. It could be someone following you in a building that shouldn't be there. Social engineering is when you are getting an email from someone or a phone call online, someone claiming that they have credentials to have security information. You need to be able to have procedures in your organization set up where you have people identify visitors that are coming to your organization, when you get phone calls in, and making sure that they have legitimate business concerns for the operations of your business. Definitely vet everyone that comes into your office or a phone call to avoid these types of scams. It's a leading threat right now within small businesses. I'd like to talk to you about a scam that happens to the elderly. Now, it happens to one of my friends. She told me a story about her 95-year-old grandmother, right, that believed that she was meeting another 82-year-old man. And she talked to him online, she's talked to him on the phone, and it looks very legitimate. Well, unfortunately, she's lost $30,000 from these types of, quote, romance scams. These scams are affecting elderly people that have disposable income and retirement funds. And as family members, we must be able to talk to our grandparents and our elderly parents and friends and let them know that there are criminals out there that are looking to extort them and exploit them for their financial information, financial assets. So the best recommendation we have for all of this is to educate everyone that we know, especially our seniors, on cybersecurity awareness training and let them know that there are scammers out there that are trying to steal their data assets and their financial ones, right? We must protect all of us in this community. Thank you again for joining me in this mini-series. I want to invite all of you to share, subscribe, information that you have seen and you have learned from this types of mini-series, and tell a friend what you've learned, folks. The more people that understand how to protect themselves from cyber threats, the better we can protect all of our communities. So stay tuned, folks, and stay aware. Thank you.